Stop drinking my smoothie!
Hey guys, my name is Sicsen and this is my girlfriend Allie.
Hi.
AKA Illuminally, but it doesn't really matter because she doesn't upload on YouTube anymore.
I'm busy.
I'm busy. She's too busy with college. So today we're going to be talking about Life is Strange Before the Storm episode 1. Because on, what was it, on Saturday? This past Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, this past Saturday we streamed it. Played the whole episode 1. I wanted to do it when it came out, which was on Thursday the 31st of August, but unfortunately I was busy and I was busy on Friday too. But on Saturday we did it. And Allie watched, but she was in the live stream, but she watched and then I played it. Just saying, this is gonna have spoilers because why should we limit ourselves? Like, so if you haven't played it, or if you
click off the video,
just click off the video because it's probably gonna also contain Life is Strange, the first game spoilers. So we just want to talk about it, and we wanna know what you guys think. So like we can just have a discussion. Like, this isn't professional. We're not giving it a review. We're just talking about it. Okay, so let's begin with the beginning, shall we?
Okay.
So, in the beginning,
you start off sneaking into that.
What was it, like Firewalk or something?
Firewalk.
Firewalk? The Firewalk concert as Chloe, and the first thing that I noticed was Chloe's voice. She's voiced by somebody else. I
remember hearing about the voice actor.
She like didn't. She refused to do it for some reason. Like, I forget why. Oh my god.
Leo, do you want to be in the video?
So yeah, I was pretty bummed about the whole voice thing because I'm like in love with Chloe, and the voice was a big part of her.
So different.
It like, but I think
I got used to it as we played through it, but like in the beginning it was like so bad.
It was a shock. And we saw Frank, who
is the drug dealer.
We bought some weed from Frank because we stole. There's an option to steal like $200 from this shirt vendor at the concert, and so we did that.
You can either pay off Frank,
or you can put it in
your mom's purse.
Chloe's mom's purse, which we didn't do that because we paid Frank, but I wanted to do that because I didn't want to have any beef with Frank later on in the game. So then
we meet Rachel.
We meet Rachel, who is at the concert, and she saves Chloe from,
from getting like shanked with a beer bottle.
So Rachel is like way prettier than I thought that she was gonna be.
Yeah, in that one picture they have of her in the first game on her missing
like the
poster,
missing poster,
she is not that attractive.
Yeah, like.
But then once you see her like in her full glory, she's like, it's an angel.
Damn.
It's an angel.
And it doesn't really make sense to me how Rachel all of a sudden is like best friends with Chloe.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden they're just like, she's like the most popular girl in school, and then all of a sudden she's like hanging out with Chloe, and it's like,
yeah, and Chloe has like no friends. When we went to Blackwell, I had such like,
I was so triggered.
The memes. And my favorite part, okay, so this game is like a lot more gay than Life is Strange.
Oh my god, yes, like that middle finger with the rainbow.
Yeah, in Chloe's room there's a middle finger with a rainbow in it.
And then she has a picture above her bed of two girls kissing.
Yeah, like it's Chloe's way more gay in this one, even though apparently she hooked up with this guy named Elliot.
Fucking Elliot.
And who like tries to
But that was right
after
her dad died. She probably didn't know she was gay yet.
and there's a confirmed gay character in Before the Storm named Steph! For those of you who don't know, that's my real name, Stephanie.
Triggered. I'm triggered.
Previously in my other videos I said that I wasn't going to share my name, but like
then literally everyone knows it, so
people figured it out and then just, you know, called me that in front of other people, and I was like, alright, that's cool.
And then you play Dungeons and Dragons with Steph and Mikey.
Yeah,
Is
Mikey.
That his name? Mikey?
And that part of the game was really cool because like I didn't think they were gonna go so into the.
They went
It wasn't Dungeons and Dragons. It was like some other tabletop game, but that part was really cool. I played through the whole game and ended up getting my character killed, but it didn't really matter because it was just a game. But I think that me interacting with those two would be helpful to me in the long run. And then we go inside and we see Rachel, and she literally.
First we saw Nathan.
Oh yeah. First we saw Nathan, and there was I mean, we could have like interacted with Victoria at one
Yeah,
point.
but we didn't. Know
We
that.
didn't do that. Like, even though I thought I was being really thorough,
We
because it
didn't
took me
see
3
Victoria.
hours to play through the first
Yeah.
episode, but I thought I was being really thorough, but I didn't see
We just
Victoria.
missed her.
I guess I missed her completely. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna play through the first episode again at some point before the second one comes out, because the second one doesn't come out until like what,
End of October,
End of
apparently.
October. So Nathan is like getting bullied by this kid named Drew.
Yeah, he's a football player, and he's like, get off the football team.
And then I like tried defending him, but there's this new like game mechanic where you can like challenge, I guess, what's going on, or you can like insult somebody.
Yeah,
And
and you get little like bubbles.
like
you have to
like
pick
if you
the right option.
Yeah, if you pick the right dialogue, you will get a point towards you. But if you don't, then the other person gets a point, and sometimes you'll have to get like 3 points and the other person will only have to get 1.
like the principal.
Yeah, there was this one part with the principal where I was trying to get out of like a detention because I had walked on a stage that said don't
You
walk.
shouldn't have done that.
I know. But I just wanted to see if I could,
Mm-hmm.
which I could. But then the principal caught me, and I could have challenged him, but I think I had to get like 2 or 3
Yeah,
points.
you gotta get 2, and he only needed 1.
He only needed 1, and I said the wrong answer, and so
You
then I
fucked.
had to go to detention. But then I skipped
You
school.
skipped school
So
and ran away with Rachel.
first of all, the dialogue in this game is like a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit less cringy, but it's still
It's way less
cringy.
cringy because it's not Max.
Yeah.
Max was
Max.
so cringy. She was always like making all these references and talking about how sad her life is.
Yeah, like, oh, let me just
Whereas
take a
Chloe's like
selfie.
more hardcore.
Yeah, Chloe's like
Chloe's
so
so
edgy.
edgy, oh my God.
The edginess of Chloe is kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cringy sometimes, but it's like.
Mostly it's okay.
But so then we run into Rachel, who's like, she's part of the theater.
Mm-hmm. She's like the main character in their Tempest production.
Yeah, and so she tells Chloe to like grab her belt because she's gonna change, I guess. And then literally she just walks in to see her changing. Like, in a
Well, you
bra.
have the option to
Yeah,
either
you-
just like
like,
throw,
throw
her
it
the belt
over
or
or-
to give it to her. And of course, we chose to give it to her.
Yeah, because I'm already shipping Rachel.
And she's
Chloe.
literally just like fucking naked.
Yeah, and she like didn't even care, and Chloe was like so nervous.
Mhm, Chloe was so cute.
It was really cute. And then out of nowhere, she's like, "Oh, let's just
You wanna
skip."
school.
And Chloe's like, "Okay," which like this is just it like doesn't make any sense to me.
It's
Why-
like they became friends so fast.
Yeah,
And it's
and,
like
like
that's
they
not
hung out
realistic.
once at a concert. I mean, I guess I can understand that because like they might have been the only people that they knew.
Yeah.
Because they knew who they were
Mhm, they
because
just
they
weren't
went to the same
close.
school, but they were in totally different friend groups. I mean,
Yeah.
Rachel's like a straight A student,
And like with friends with Victoria.
which is also weird because a straight A student skipping,
Yeah.
like, so there's obviously something skeevy going
Yeah,
on with
something's
Rachel.
happening. But then we find out later when she was like reading through her dad's phone. And I don't know if you noticed this, but she said this, something to Chloe about how she was reading through her dad's phone and she saw a message about meeting up in a park. So maybe that's why she skipped, so she'd go see her dad because she saw
Yeah.
her dad with that woman.
Yeah, so like they went to a park, they took a train,
And
and
that's why she skipped.
I think she was kind of using Chloe because she knew that Chloe was like, you know,
Yeah, rebel-y
and she skipped school all the time, and so she wanted somebody who like knew what they were doing, kind of. So they like went on this train, then went to this park, and they were like hanging out, acting like they were best friends. It was really weird.
Yeah.
And then they were like looking through this like viewfinder,
yeah.
and Rachel saw this man and this girl like making out by a tree, and ever since she saw that, she started acting all weird. But so like we eventually find out that that's her father
Cheating. And then she won't tell Chloe what's wrong. And she gets really mad at Chloe because Chloe's trying to help her.
Yeah, and it was like the way that they were acting towards each other was pretty weird because honestly, if I had been Chloe, I would have been like, okay, whatever. Like I feel like they are acting like they're on a certain level of friendship that they haven't achieved yet
Yeah.
because they're acting really close. And Chloe was like, oh, why won't you just tell me what's wrong? Like after all we've been through.
It's
And
like, it's been a day.
Yeah, it's literally
You
been
met
a
last
day.
night. Like,
Then they go to the junkyard, which is a place that we've been to before in Life is Strange.
yeah,
which,
it was Rachel and Chloe's hangout in the first episode.
Yeah, and then Rachel and Chloe and Max go there in the first game.
Yeah, and it's ironically where we find Rachel's body.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. I mean, we already spoiler alerted, so if you're still watching this video, then it's your own fault.
Yeah.
So Rachel's like all mad, she's like smashing shit, and then she's like, you know what?
The wine bottle.
Yeah, she's like, you know, I'm gonna go. And Chloe's like heartbroken,
Which is like, Chloe's acting like she was like in a relationship with Rachel,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden she just left her, and it's like, you literally started talking to her yesterday.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I kind of get it because Chloe has like abandonment issues.
Yeah, because of Max and her dad.
Max, like, I can't even believe how much of an asshole Max was.
Like, we saw Chloe's text to Max, which we did not know in the first game. And it's just like, wow, Max is a fucking asshole.
Yeah, like, I mean, we knew from the first game that Max and Chloe had been out of contact for a little while.
We didn't know.
But we thought that it was just like one of those friendships that kind of tapered off. Like, you guys, we can't really see each other that often. So, like, they end up, like, you know, not talking. It's, like, kind of a mutual
But it was
thing.
literally just Max just fucking dropped her. Like, she was nothing.
Max just did not answer her text for, like, months. Just dropped off the face
and then
of
she'd
the
be like, oh, sorry, I was busy. Like, you were busy for a month straight? Like,
yeah, and, like, it was right after Chloe's dad died.
yeah, which is fucked up.
And so Chloe's obviously still, like, fucked up over that because she keeps having, like, dreams that she's in the car with him while he's getting, you know, hit by the truck or whatever.
And then when she's in the junkyard, she finds her dad.
She
like, beat
fucking finds her dad's car.
Oh my god, that fucked me up.
She literally finds the car that her dad was killed in. And she's like I felt so bad for her.
I felt so bad.
Because, like, like, everything in her life is, like, shitty right now, honestly.
And step douche moving in.
Yeah, and then, like, now she's like, oh, I'm finally making friends with Rachel. And then all of a sudden Rachel's, like, being all bipolar.
Like, fucking bye.
And, like,
Rachel definitely has fucking issues.
And I guess that kind of explains how in the first game, Chloe was so happy about Max coming back into her life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, Chloe's being really, like, emotional and, like, sentimental about Max. And I'm like, it's kind of weird. But now it makes sense.
Yeah,
because Chloe literally had
her.
no one. So that part was really sad. And then it ends up being, like, nighttime. And so Chloe goes back to the park that they were at originally, and she finds Rachel, who is still there for some reason.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you came. It's like, what, did she, like, text you?
Yeah, like, so, for some reason Rachel was still in the park.
It would have
like,
been more, like, contingent if they had, like, showed, like, Rachel texting, like, meet me at the park. But it was literally just, like, she just fucking showed up and Rachel was there. I was like, oh, okay.
It was like, okay, that was coincidental. But, so Rachel finally fesses up to, like, why she was upset, and it was because of, like, you know, her dad cheating. So she has, like, this picture of her dad and her, and she lights it on fire, puts it in a trash can, and then
kicks the fucking trash can open
and starts the forest fire.
Giant tree on fire.
Like, what is up with all these natural disasters in this game? Like, for real.
It's fucked.
When she did it, there was this really weird part where she was, like, screeching like a banshee.
It was so awkward.
They were, like,
she was like, ah!
And we were like,
okay.
And then all of a sudden, like, the freaking fire is, like, covering the entire town. I'm like,
yeah,
what?
and everyone's, like, looking at it, and it's just like, okay, really?
Like, I don't see how that could have spread so quickly.
But it's so funny because, like, in
area.
the beginning, you sign a petition to
like,
end forest fires.
And then she freaking starts one. So that's how it ended.
And it's just like, now I just want more.
I know, and it's like,
and then we get to say to Rachel that we feel something more with her.
Yeah, there was a part where Chloe, like, right before Rachel was like, bye, Chloe was like, oh, I feel like we have a connection, and it was like, we're friends or something more. So it's like already being like super gay.
Yeah, I love it.
It's like, I'm so into it. Like, the developers must have taken note of how much people loved Chloe and Max and that whole thing.
Because, like, in the first one, they just kind of, like, hinted at it. They never, like, confirmed it. They never were like, yes, they're, like, an item. They just kind of, like, were like, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. And now in this one, they're, like, really pushing it forward because they realize how much of a gay, like, audience that they had for the first game.
I mean, we gays are so thirsty for games. Like, we'll make anything gay. Literally anything. And now, like, they're actually doing it for real. But, like, I feel like Rachel is just being so weird. Just being so suspicious.
I think she has, like, issues. Because, I mean, who the fuck sets a forest fire? Like, she has fucking issues. Like, she's not, like... She probably has really bad mental issues that just no one, like, addresses.
I am hoping that this game somehow explains or at least hints at why Max gets her rewind powers
Yeah.
later on, because that's
That's
really
kinda
not
weird.
explained at all.
No.
Like, we have no idea why that happens or how it's possible, but I feel like from the very last part of Before the Storm, the first episode, there was like the part where she starts the forest fire and she's screaming and then like the wind starts.
Yeah, the wind.
It's like, I feel like Rachel and Max have some kind of weird connection because of, you know, Max with like the tornado and stuff, and like Rachel with this.
She probably is gonna start forest fires.
Yeah. But it's like weird because I like wish they would explain that more.
Yeah.
So we basically just went over the whole episode for you, like crash course.
So you can either watch the 3-hour stream on your second channel, or you can just watch this.
Yeah. Or you can
Or
play
watch
the
both.
game.
Or
Buy the game. I got the deluxe version, so I wore the Illuminati.
Illuminati.
I wore the Illuminati shirt the whole time that I played.
And you get that special bonus episode.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a bonus episode which I think I can control Max, but it's gonna be Max from like the past. For those of you who continued watching to the end, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Before the Storm, if you have played it or if you've watched somebody play it. But thank you for watching, and we'll make another one of these as soon as, you know, episode 2 comes out, like in 10 million years. Peace!